Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. I'm excited for this video because I have wanted to do this for a little while. I'm gonna start doing picker cards on here. I'm pretty sure I said like when I first started all of this that I wouldn't do them, but I feel like I'm in a place now where I can do them and just do them on topics that I feel like will actually benefit us and aren't just for entertainment purposes, because I know that people get on here and all these like heaps of picker cards, tarot readings on here that are for entertainment purposes and stuff like that, which is all good, each to their own, but we would like to contribute something that's actually gonna be a bit more beneficial, because I feel like picker cards can be quite addictive, but I also really like them and I wanted to offer them to you all as well. So yeah, this is going to be a pick a card reading on ancestral messages. So we'll have 3 piles today, so you can pick from one of the 3 piles. You can pick by choosing a number, or I'm going to pull some cards. I'll pull 3 cards, so you can also pick from whichever card you're drawn to. Don't overthink what card you pick, just go with your intuition, or you can go with the images, or like I said, go with the number. Also, if you're not familiar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I'm an ancestral medium and a tarot diviner. Yeah. So let's just get straight into it, I guess. So we're going to use, you'll know me, I only have a few decks and that's how I like it. So we're just going to use this or set deck to pick out the card options. Also, if you're wanting a personal reading, we do general readings, we do ancestral readings. You can email us. I'll put the email down below or in the description. And soon to book readings, you'll have to go onto our House of Afi website. But until then, you can just email me. Okay. Eu vou passar my phone number so for what we need to do. What is the card for pile 1 for these collective ancestral messages? What is the card for pile 1? What is the card for pile 2 for these ancestral messages? Now close my 4. Okay. And what is the card for pile 3? There we go. Okay, so our first card is Anubis, or also known as Anpu. Number 3, Guide and Protector. So that's pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have Sarcophagus. Number 31, Initiation. And then pile number 3, number 22, Nefertum, Renewal and Rebirth. So you can pick from these 3 piles, 1, 2, and 3. Hey, pile number 1, so you have the Anpu card. I'm sorry if you hear buzzing in the background, I don't know how loud it is, but there's a wasp in here and I'm just trying to let it find its way out. Yeah, that's kind of significant, but let me just mention what this is about and then I'll get to the wasp. So yeah, this is about guidance and protection. And so your ancestors, or your ancestral message today, is that your ancestors are protecting you and guiding you within the unknown. Anpu is, or when I think of dogs or the spirit of a dog, it's typically associated with loyalty, staying by your side, I want to say through the thick and thin. And so your ancestors are reminding you that they are with you through everything, through all the shifts, through all the changes, and through decisions as well, and anything you could be feeling like any situations where you feel like you don't know what's happening, you don't know what to do. your ancestors are saying that they've got you, they're next to you. Yeah, look at this. This is also a reminder to call on them if you feel like unsafe, or I also want to say cold. So, and not like physically cold, but like feeling like you need a little bit of warmth in your energy and your space. They're asking you to call on them. So, and not only call on them for like warmth, but call on them for protection and guidance. So that can be like saying something as simple as, highest or divine ancestors, I ask you to protect me today and protect me within my choices, within this new space or time in my life, and be close to me. And I feel like they also, going back to that dog reference of like the companion or having that friend, your ancestors really want you to treat your relationship with them as a friendship. Yeah, a friendship with intimacy. And I'm also hearing like your ancestors are your biggest fans, like they love you so much. And I'm thinking of like how a dog will kind of like follow you around and stuff like that, you know, like I'm also hearing puppy love, but I'm hearing it more on an ancestral level, like your ancestors adore you and they really love you and they want to remind you of that. And I'm also seeing like as soft and as loving as your ancestors are, they're also fierce. I just saw like this dog's face, like, you know, go from like sweet, loving, joyful companion to like showing its teeth. And so your ancestors are soft and loving with you and have your back, but if there's anything that is coming at you that is negative or doesn't have your best interest at heart, they're going to show their teeth on your behalf. I love that. So your ancestors have got you in that sense. Is there anything else with this card? No, there's also something to do with like the blue around here that they're wanting to mention. I don't know if bringing blue into your space or wearing blue is significant, or your throat energy center. They might be, I'm hearing that they want to speak to you more and they want you to speak to them more. But I'm also seeing that like some of y'all might be like channeling your ancestors more. So like the things that you say or things that people say to you as well that feel really like aligned might be coming directly from them as protection and as guidance. So at this time, it's really important for you to listen in on the messages and guidance that you're getting, because it might come from like different places. Like it could come from a friend or a random person that you bump into. And also going back to this wasp, like this, the symbology of a wasp can also mean like people not having your best interests at heart, or like negative energy coming your way for various reasons. So just protecting yourself against that as well. You might need to say some protective prayers against like, I don't know, anything. Could be jealousy, could be envy, could be just like ill intention. Yeah, so we'll pull some tarot cards for you now and see what other messages they have. Oh my gosh, I just spent like about 15 minutes trying to get that wasp out. And it was actually making me think like that maybe, particularly if you might be feeling like confused within like a new environment as well, like your ancestors and source are going to get you out of that. And if there is any like negative energy that is being sent your way, that's also going to be cleared, and gently as well. Okay, let's use this Asotele deck by Akmara. Okay. Now, go find someone for we protect my energy as I do this reading for pile number 1. What ancestral messages do you have for pile number 1? Now, what ancestral messages do you have for pile number 1? We have often, one who relates with a corrupt person likewise gets corrupted. And Ore, 3 of Hearts, friendship. In good times, friends know you. In bad times, you know them. What's at the base of the deck? And at the base of the deck is Igbe, 3 of Pentacles, team. When the threads unite, they can tie the lion. That is actually making me think of like what I just said. So like your ancestors are really like working with you and want to work with you as a team and as your friend. And this is, I think, the Judgment card in Tarot. So your ancestors are calling judgment as well on certain things. So like they're observing kind of what's working for you and what isn't, and they're helping like remove what isn't and align you with what is. And I see them aligning you also with people and environments where you can work together. Yeah, like there might be like new friendships or friendships in general that you have where you might be like working together with these people on like a common cause or anything. And I feel like there's encouragement here as well to like really align yourself with community, align yourself with friendships that kind of ring true to you, or where you feel like your ancestors have brought them into your life. If you don't have that, like if you don't feel that, I see like ancestors bringing people into your life that you can work with and have friendships with. But mostly this ancestral message is really about your ancestors reminding you that you have their friendship and to treat your relationship with them as a friendship. I'm also seeing like with often like in your reflection time as well. So you might have time to yourself where, yeah, you're chilling and you're reflecting on certain things. This is also when they are coming through, like communicating with you. And they also want to remind you that that they know you. You know, as it says, like, in good times, friends know you, in bad times, you know them. Like, they know you and they know, like, the things that you have been through and what works for you and what doesn't. So, like, speaking to them and really communicating with them is a beneficial thing for you because they know how to work with you when it comes to navigating. Yeah, I'm also seeing like to be careful who you're friends with and connecting with and collaborating with and building family with at this time. Make sure that you're relating with like the right people, like people that actually bring out beneficial or like positive things out of you. Yeah. Let's pull 2 more. Pull some more from them. What ancestral messages do you have for pile 1? What ancestral messages do you have for pile 1? We have Ijoye Ife, Prince of Love. If the moon loves you, why worry about the stars? What ancestral messages do you have for pile 1? Some more. And then we have King of Earth. Never remove a fly from a forehead with a hatchet. That's so busy because I just removed the wasp, but I like got a container and I put it over the wasp to like remove it, and I put like a tea towel over the container and then like let it outside. And this is just like, I was just thinking of like not removing, oh, it says a fly, but an insect or whatever, by like whacking it. You know, I feel like they're reminding you that sometimes there's an easier way to remove things from your life, or there's an easier way to like go about things. I'm hearing that not everything has to be so aggressive, because this is reversed. This is King of Pentacles reversed. King of Pentacles reversed can be as a personality, or like as an energy that someone's embodying. It could be like potentially quite like abusive or rigid as well, and harsh. So I'm also seeing that your ancestors really want you to like stop being so harsh. I also heard the word blunt really loudly. So maybe you're being a bit too blunt with yourself or with other people. So make sure, like, if you are removing something or someone from your life, to not be so harsh. Like, you don't have to be so harsh about it. You can go about it in a gentler way. Because I'm seeing that, like, if you're being overly harsh, you could also just like hurt your own self. Also, if you're having like any financial issues or anything like that, Source and your ancestors are reminding you that they're going to help you out with that, and are working to help you with that, and want you, I guess, with the Three of Cups or the Three of Hearts and Three of Pentacles, to really like start to connect or reflect firstly on those that you can connect with, and have like a bond with, you know, a friendship with, or collaborating with your friends. Looks like it might be something that could help with like any stagnance, any blocks, any financial like issues or anything like that. It also looks like it's important for you at this time to like keep your heart open, especially to new connections and new love or fresh love. Because I think that that's really going to bring you like some inspiration and enter you into like a deeper confidence in yourself, and even bring in new creative ideas or creative projects or opportunities. Yeah, I feel like your ancestors are also wanting to inspire you, or want you to feel more inspired in life in general. I just heard like where they might be taking you might be a bit unknown or mysterious, or like your next movements or the future might be a bit unknown, but that's okay. And I think they're saying that the mystery within life in general is where you can find inspiration from. Yeah, so I will leave that there for you, pile one. Sending you heaps of love. If you feel drawn to any of the other piles, feel free to have a listen to them. Let me know what pile you picked as well. If you picked this pile, put a little dog emoji in the comments. And yeah, I'm sending you heaps of love. Pile number 2, you picked Sarcophagus, Initiation. Yeah, this is quite an intense energy, I'm not gonna lie. with this source, and your ancestors are really taking you through some intense shifts. And so whatever you might be going through right now could feel, I want to say, like suffocating. This like literally speaks about like being put in the sarcophagus. So if you think about what that might feel like, that could feel uncomfortable and scary. I'm also hearing them say that it's an initiation, this time period that you're going through. So it's not actually forever. I'm hearing as well that if you are in this initiation period, to do your best not to complain so much. It might be uncomfortable, and they understand that things might be uncomfortable for you at this time, but just do your best not to complain, because it might make you feel more uncomfortable. They want you to focus on the positives. Even I'm seeing like meditation. Meditation might be a really helpful tool right now. Lying down or even just sitting. You can close your eyes and just focus on your breath and bring your consciousness to your body. I heard the word stress. So if you're feeling a bit stressed, that might be a helpful tool to calm your nervous system. Because, you know, this space obviously could be pretty claustrophobic. And so you might be feeling like you don't have enough room to move or be. But I think this time for you ancestrally is actually more so about being still and facing your fears. So if you are feeling a little bit like enclosed and suffocated, there's some fears there that your ancestors are kind of trying to get you to face. And again, this time period is not forever. You're actually going, as soon as you like learn, I don't know as if I was going to say the lesson, but as soon as you like learn or integrate whatever you need to integrate within yourself and release whatever needs to be released, you'll go on to the next phase. Yeah, so this time might feel a little bit out of whack or out of balance, but you're actually moving into stability. Okay, let's pull some tarot for you, pile number 2. I also feel like your ancestors, like in this stillness and in this like tight-knit space that you potentially could be in, you're gonna have some like real epiphanies, I think. But it is going to require you to like, you know, be still and face some of those fears as well. Oh no, I'm using the wrong cards. It told me to use this deck, so I'm just going to shuffle them. Excuse me. I disconnect my energy from the pile before. Call my Ashe, my life force back to me fully to be supported. I'm lifted in you. Or I'm grounded in you. Asasi Ashe. Okay. What ancestral messages do you have for pile number 2? Okay, we have Queen of Cups, Queen of Chalices, and 3 of Cups. We actually got 3 of Cups for the first pile, but it was in a different deck. And we have 8 of Pentacles at the base of the deck. So your ancestors want you to like enter into more compassion for yourself and nurture. Queen of Cups is really about owning your emotions, knowing what you're feeling and acknowledging those things. It's feminine energy, so it's less external. You might not be like fully communicating these things with other people, but you will be knowing how you're feeling. And if you're not knowing how you're feeling, your ancestors want you to take that time again to be still and really like nurture your emotions, listen to how you're feeling. You could be journaling. And with the Three of Cups, you could definitely be talking to a friend. If you have a friend that is particularly nurturing as well and has that like emotional, like watery energy, you might want to connect with them at this time, because that might actually help you. It does look like it's important for you to like be in a playful energy as well, and be around people that make you feel this, that you can share, I want to say share your cups with. So share your emotions with, share your heart with, if you do feel like sharing with others. Because Three of Cups, well, particularly in this deck to me, is like quite social and playful, rather than to self. This might also be the energy that you're moving into after this initiation period, after that like that uncomfortable period. And with the Eight of Pentacles at the base of the deck, there's a lot of like stability here for you. And this is generational. This isn't just linked to you. So I'm seeing that the way that you nurture yourself and the way that you connect with others through this nurture and this emotional maturity, I want to say as well, is something that's going to bring you a lot of long-term stability. This could also be something that you end up teaching your kids, or, you know, cycles with the 8 that's like cycling through your ancestral line. So it's something that's going to pass down in whatever way it does. Listening to music as well looks like it might be a helpful thing as you're going through this initiation period. That could also help you like identify your emotions. Like, you know, when you're like listening to a song and it's like playing, or the words are like speaking to you and you're relating, that might be a helpful way for you to like identify how you're feeling. Something that I do sometimes is I'll like go on Spotify and like I'll start with one song and then I'll put it on shuffle, or I'll like let Spotify like play music to me, and you can ask your ancestors before, like, speak to me through this music, and different songs will come up that will resonate with you. So that might be something that you'd like to try. It's fun, a fun way of connecting with your ancestors. You also might have, some of you, or this could just be a particular person, like just for one of you, you could have like a loved one that passed away. This could be a friend of yours that was super nurturing, feminine, like soft, that wants to connect with you, or is your ancestor. So this could be like a mom, an auntie. It doesn't have to be like gender specific. It could also just be the energy that they embodied. So if that resonates with you, I'm seeing that that person is around you and is helping you with your initiation process as you move on to the next phase or season of your life and your ancestral journey. What ancestral messages do you have for pile 2? What ancestral? We have Strength and 7 of Cups with the Hermit at the base of the deck. Your ancestors want to remind you how strong you are, you know. You might get a little bit confused and like, again, like there's a lot of emotions and feelings here that could be like circling around and stuff. And they're saying that that's okay, that's normal, that's a normal process of life as well to like feel so much. You might be someone that's quite sensitive too. And I'm also saying this could be particularly for someone. This like sensitivity or like emotional intelligence that you have could be passed down to you from an ancestor. Yeah, just felt like saying that. So it's a trait I want to say that you can't get rid of. So if you're trying to kind of like get rid of that, you can't. It's just a part of who you are, and it's actually in your DNA. But it's a beautiful thing. It just might make you a little bit confused, or you might feel like extra sensitive or emotional at times, but it's actually a strength of yours. Yeah, so there's reminders here to really try and be confident, even when you're feeling these things, even when you're feeling this confusion. With the Hermit card at the base of the deck, maybe when you're feeling these things, you might need to take some time out, take a break. Again, the Hermit card reminds me of this initiation, the sarcophagus card that we pulled at the beginning for you. So in this time of initiation, you might be, not feeling as social as well. Again, that's okay, but I'm seeing like, you know, when you are feeling a lot of things and you isolate yourself, they're saying that because you could potentially be like on your own a little bit more, you could tend to be a little bit more confused. So maybe that's why they're also saying like it's important for you to spend time with other people, but people that are in this energy, that Queen of Cups energy, sensitive, understanding, nurturing. I just heard like your ancestors want you to big up yourself. So your ancestors want you to like affirm to yourself how strong you are. You can even if you're not feeling it, you know, look in the mirror and say, I am confident, I am strong. I also want to say I know myself, and I know the wisdom that I hold. So that could be an affirmation that at this time that your ancestors want you to speak over yourself. You can also speak if you are feeling any confusion, or Seven of Cups can also link to illusions, you know, having a lot of choices and not knowing what choice to pick. So you might need some time out to like reflect on what is going to be the best option for you emotionally. And I feel like they're saying go with the option that you feel the most strength in, whatever that personally means to you. You may also have some friends around you as well, or people around you that, I don't know if I'd say like don't have your best intention at heart, but you might have like a lot of options for friendship or like something like that. So just be mindful of like who you're spending your time with. Maybe some of these friendships or some of these options, even if they're like romantic options as well, might be an illusion. Like they might not be what you think they're gonna be. So take your time to make any decisions that you need to make, and get back into your confidence and your strength. Okay, let's pull one more card. What guidance, what ancestral messages do you have for pile number 2? What ancestral messages do you have from pile number 2? We have 2 of Wands in the Tower. So yeah, there's like a choice that's needed to be made. And your ancestors are reminding you that you're wise. You can make, you will make the right decision for you. And this decision that you make is actually going to be very transformative. There's the Death card at the base of the deck. You're also very much protected. I see that your ancestors are, if you have been like communicating with them already and praying or affirming yourself or asking for help in some sort of way, they're quickly coming through for you. And if there's anything that you've been wanting to like, I want to say destroy or like get rid of quickly in your life, your ancestors are helping you with that, I see. They also are saying that in the choices that you make, don't make them out of ego. So you will have to identify what your ego sounds like and maybe come into your heart space a little bit when you're making decisions, rather than making them out of a place of, I want to say, fear, because you'll regret it. So take the time that you need as well and allow change to happen. You know, if you've made a decision and things are shifting, allow the things to shift, you know. Yeah, but you can count on yourself, and you can count on your ancestors to help you make this decision. I see that they're kind of like taming your ego as well to help you make the best choices that you need for yourself. Cool, so I will leave that there, pile 2, sending you heaps and heaps of love. And if you feel drawn to any other piles, feel free to click on them. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Kia ora, pile number 3. You would have chose Nefertum, renewal and rebirth. I love this card. It's such a beautiful tohua, such a beautiful like sign and synchronicity for you. I'm just cleansing myself. You may need to cleanse yourself too, but maybe particularly with water, since we have the Nefertum card. Nefertum is a water, I was going to say water spirit, but water deity, god. They bring a lot of refreshing, a lot of rejuvenation, and like it says, renewal. So that's a beautiful ancestral message for you today. Your ancestors are bringing you refreshing waters. So if you've been feeling a little bit stagnant, know that that's going to clear soon. It may be a really beautiful time for you to go for a swim in the sea, have a bath, do water ritual or prayer. Pray into your water before you drink it, you know, or just be intentional when you're connecting with water in general. I also see that like your ancestors are really bringing you into a lot of peace and harmony, just with the number 22 there. You may have gone through like, as Nefertum's holding that lotus, you may have gone through like some murky waters, something that was like tough or challenging, but you've really grown through it. Yeah, I feel like you're being offered like new life, new opportunities. Some of you might actually be meeting someone on a romantic level that might be offering you something that's like, I want to say like newer, or something that you haven't experienced before. So if some of you have met someone new where that this resonates, I feel like they're going to be offering you something. They might even be, someone might be giving you a gift. Doesn't even need to be on a romantic level. You might just be like receiving something. So yeah, be open to receiving at this time, because I feel like your ancestors are going to connect you to someone or something that's going to bring you something new. So if someone says they have something for you, obviously use your discernment. Accept it, you know. Or if someone wants to do something for you, accept it. I'm also seeing like maybe also going to like a hot spring, or like some sort of, I was gonna say sauna, or like yeah, some sort of like bodies of water will be really good for you. Yeah, I also see that your ancestors are offering you something new as well. So really receive at this time, because you never know what gifts you're going to get. Okay, let's use these cards again. Just going to shuffle them quickly. Let's do A couple cause and attachments to pile number 2, pile number 1, the previous piles. I call my Ashe, my life force, my Modi back from the north, south, east, west to be supported and uplifted in you. Come on, so mindful, none and grounded in you. Ashe, you, okay. Let's see what's up for pile number 3. What ancestral messages do you have for pile number 3 today? Okay, so 8 of Pentacles came out, reversed. And then Knight of Pentacles. So right off the bat, they're really entering you into a new stability. So there might be like a financial opportunity or like a tangible opportunity that's coming your way. I feel like this is what's being released. So they're helping you release any old patterns as well that were blocking your finances or blocking your like material or physical abundance in some way. So when I say that, it's not really emotional, it's not really mental, it's in what you can actually see and feel and hear and touch and taste. They want you to release like overworking if you've been overworking or if you've been distracted from your goals. They are wanting you to kind of release that as well. And that might be what's clearing, like with the renewal energy. Stagnance is being cleared and cleansed. So a refreshing of things is coming through within your physical life. If you have any ideas or projects that you're wanting to start that have to do with anything really, with work, money, they're saying to do that. Knight of Pentacles is quite slow moving. So this might be something that builds slowly, I'm hearing slowly but surely. Yeah, we have the Temperance at the base of the deck. So slowly but surely, let me just take this out. You're going to have to be patient with yourself, patient with the process, patient with this renewal as well. Yeah, so I'm hearing like your finances are going to be renewed and your ancestors are working to renew your finances and your physical space. This could even be like to do with like where you live or where you work, anything like that. But they really, it is going to require a little bit more patience. I also see them working like healing you within this physical space. Yeah, let's pull some more. What ancestral messages do you have for pile 3? What ancestral messages? Okay, we have the World reversed. It's really important not to resist change, you know. There may be some cycles that have not ended in your life. Or something that you need to finish as well. So make sure you finish anything that you need to finish, they're saying. But also try not to resist change. Because any resistance to change might just be coming from your ego. Just looking at the cards here in the deck. Yeah, there's King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hermit, the Chariot, Six of Swords. Yeah, there's like a financial or a physical, like tangible thing that is coming your way, and this might have to do with your like something that you're building in the physical realm. This could be like your empire, so your work, your business, your company, your whatever it is, you know. You may need to take some time out as well to reflect on the direction that you're heading in. There may also be travel associated with whatever you're doing. What ancestral messages do you have for pile number 3? What ancestral messages do you have for pile number 3? Yeah, we have the Sun, and this fell out right on top of the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever like physical ideas or physical projects or things that you want to do are going to be successful, and your ancestors are helping you out with that success, helping you move slowly towards building that. But I'm also hearing like get out of your head. So get out of your head and get into your body. I'm also seeing like actually get in the physical sun. So if you haven't been in the sun for a bit, make sure you go outside and get your physical body in the sun. Go for a walk. Get out of any stagnance. Get out of any like refusal to change, and work towards your goals. You might need to write them down as well, I'm hearing. Knave of Pentacles on the base of the deck. So many pentacles for you all. So lots of like stability, lots of physical stuff is coming through, and it's quite slow, but that's okay. Knave of Pentacles is really slow, so it's even slower than the Knight of Pentacles. So the success is coming, but it is like maybe quite small at first, but don't be discouraged by that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. It's going to bring you fortune. It's going to bring change, and the fortune's in your favor. So if you think that like, what I'm doing is not going to work, that's your ego talking. So tell it to shut up. Be like, shh. Yeah, I just saw 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords. You might be stressed, or you might like have anxiety or worry over this, but your ancestors are bringing you clarity. So try to release any stress any way that you can, and that might again be through your physical body and like movement. You might also just need to connect to nature. Thinking about the World card, I'm thinking about like the earth, so maybe connecting to the elements a bit more. So yeah, we have Nephitum here, that's water. Sun, literally the sun. And then we have all the pentacles, that's earth. What ancestral messages do you have for pile number 3? What ancestral messages? Interesting. We had the 6 of Pentacles, and the Fool kind of came out like that, like kind of reversed but not. So there's like a bit of an imbalance here for your fam. Maybe you're giving more than you are receiving, or you're receiving more than you're giving. There's like a bit of an imbalance here with something that you're doing. It could be your work or something, like you could not be charging enough, or you might not be getting paid enough at your work, or yeah, there's a bit of a like lack of harmony in the physical exchange. For some reason, I'm hearing if this has to do with a person or a relationship, that would mean like what you're putting in like physically, you're kind of not getting back. And I'm hearing that that's because this person is kind of scared of taking a risk. Or this could be you. So taking a risk is important. I'm also hearing someone's scared to look foolish. So yeah, that might be like a lesson, or needing to let that go. Yeah, someone's scared to be foolish or like childish. But the Fool in the tarot is just like the very beginning. It's like a new experience. You might be trying something new. So maybe this project or this physical thing that's going to bring you success is something new that you have to try, and you don't want to try it because you're scared of looking dumb or something. Like, they're saying that's silly. You know, if you want to do something new, you're just going to have to accept that you're not going to know everything and it's a new journey. You also might need to like take a bit of a risk. I'm hearing like you might not be much of a risk taker. You might be like quite practical, because there's heaps of like pentacles here. Like, that's quite a practical, physical person, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that they're saying just make sure the exchange and the balance and the harmony with things is like more even, and don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid of change, because otherwise nothing new is going to begin. And whatever new thing you're going to begin, it's already going to be successful. 10 of Wands. So yeah, there's a challenge here with what you're building, but with 10, this is newness. There's a new door opening for you through the challenge, and it's only going to make you stronger. Knight of Wands as well. So there might be like some new like creative energies that you're exploring. Your ancestors want you to get into, I want to say, like young fire sign energy. So that's someone that's like passionate, not afraid to try new things, creative ideas, hang out with new people, someone that has a lot of energy, you know. So your ancestors are bringing and refreshing your energy as well. If you've been feeling a little bit, again, like stuck or stagnant. I'm also seeing there might be something in your physical space you need to change around that might help, or like just rearranging your space might help kind of like shift the energies for you. So if you want to like move your bed around, move your furniture around, move your art around, that might be something that would be helpful for you to bring like fresh energies. Yeah, my loves, I will leave that there for you, pile 3. I hope that that's helpful. Sending you heaps of love. If you want a personal reading, feel free to reach out, email us. And if you feel drawn to another pile, feel free to go check that out. If not, I will see you in the next reading.